Which where last time? These bad boys. Right, it's about 6 o'clock in my house. Everyone's still asleep. Weather is looking pretty damn good for a run, I'd say. So let's get on. Let's get straight out there. Gradually going upwards. Still running slow. Gradually getting the heart rate up. We're looking for about the 140 area. Try to do it over the space of about a mile. Or like 10 minutes or so. Two bodies proper warmed up. Oh, it's not ideal with the amount of puddles that we're here today. Do about that. But needs must. Okay. So getting to the right area now for my heart rate. So I'm going to start my watch, run 5 miles, and I'll update you as I go along. Bye for now. Just a real quick update. First mile was 8:44. So not bad start, I don't think, but let's see how the next one's come on. Right, so second mile in at 9:05. So not perfect, a bigger gap than I'd hoped, but we're up against it a little bit today. It's a bit windy and just puddles around it I've never seen before like that. So, but anyway, show must go on. Missed the third lap. The watch buzzed, but not quick enough. But I'll update you at the end of it. Okay, it's running pretty steady now, just getting warm. It's lovely. Fourth mile 9:36. A little bit slower than I would like today. I don't feel quite right today, but you know, it's all a learning curve for me too. So let's just keep going and see what we rack up at the end of it. Okay. Right, so I'm just back from my third MAF run, so that means I've been doing it for 8 weeks now. To be honest with you, today didn't go as I was kind of hoping. My average rounds per mile was, so the average pace was 9:15, so it's not terrible, and actually it's still down from the last month's one. But to be honest with you, this is the whole reason I'm doing this channel, is to give you an honest review of how it goes. And compared to when I'd done a 10:48 8 weeks ago, like on the second run I did was a 10:48, and the quickest I've done is like 8:55 or something. You're looking at like 2 minutes knocked off in the space of 2 months. So I think that's not a lot of time. It's actually flown by. So I would say pretty much we're having some good progress. And I'm not gonna lie, the weather here at the moment is absolutely crazy. Like we're having storms like every day for the last week. So this is the video I took in my garden the other night when I was just trying to find a gap in the clouds and the storms to go for running. So I decided to go against that, obviously. So you're literally having to find breaks in the clouds and the rain to go out there because the lightning's like that. It's just nuts at the minute, but that's no excuse. But today it was a bit windy out there, windier than it looked when I looked out my window. There's a lot of water on the path. I was having to hop over a lot of it and that, but I'm not disappointed with 9:15. The general consensus is that it's going down and down and down, and it's steady progress. So the plan ahead is to keep going for another month or two. I want to really build my aerobic base and just see how low I can get before I start adding some speed work in and trying to take it up to the next level. So hopefully I can just keep going for a little while yet and just keep seeing positive results. But I'm here to take you all the way through it and to see if it can work for you. So while you're here, I'm going to lay out 5 positive things that I found that's happened to me since doing the Maffetone Method, and I'm pretty sure that these things would happen to you too. But before that, if you're enjoying what you're seeing at the moment, please feel free to leave a comment and have a chat with me. Give me some suggestions for videos, or tell me if I'm doing anything right or wrong, or tell me the experience that you're having with doing low heart rate or just Maffetone Method in general. I'm really interested. I'm trying to learn a bit about it, and I'm enjoying bringing the content to you as well. So yeah, if you're enjoying it, just do me a favor and hit the subscribe button, do the bell thing and all that stuff, and I'd appreciate that. So without further ado, let's get on to the 5 positive points from Maffetone Method. Okay, pointer number 1, injuries. So when I was running 18 months back or just before that, I spoke about it in my other videos. I used to go too fast and always trying to beat my times and whatnot. And I used to get quite a few little injuries, ones that keep me out for a couple of days up to a couple of weeks. So I'd have a problem with my heel. It might have been plantar fasciitis, whatever the word is. It might not have been that, but sometimes that would really play up across the middle of my foot and my heel. I had the same thing going up the back of my Achilles, all seemed to be in my right leg. I used to get proper stiff muscles as well. It used to keep me out for a day or two and not make me want to go for a few days. But since starting this Maffetone Method, I haven't had a single one of them, and I'm not even kidding. My muscles feel like they ain't stiff afterwards, and you could probably do it the next day if you wanted to as well, which I don't do because I do have a family life and other commitments. But you can literally recover so fast because you're warming up and cooling down so well and not putting your body into so much stress that you can get out and do it again. So injuries that you had before are likely to be gone for good. Pointer number 2, running form. So I don't think I had any major issues with my running form before starting this, but like I said, I did used to get injury and stuff like that, so maybe there was something a little bit skew-whiff about it when I was running. But again, since doing this and trotting around a little bit slower, my form seems to have naturally sorted itself out. Everything feels like it's running smoothly now. I'm not sure quite why that is. It might just be because of running slower. But everything naturally comes together. You feel like you're flowing around there, no stress at all. And I think in turn, that may be what has stopped you getting all the injuries that you was getting. So point number 2 is your form seems to correct itself. Point number 3, body composition. Like, my body composition seems to have changed. Like, you may disagree on this, but forever I've had this little pork belly that it's always been there. A man has it. It's like beer belly or whatever you want to call it. That seems to be sort of going away. And when I've measured it at the start, I was 35 inches around my belly button area. And I'm down to 32 inches around it. So that's 3 inches lost around that. But all I've lost is like a stone in weight in this last few months. So the idea of this is to burn fat as you run instead of using all the carbohydrates and all the stuff. So I'd like to think that's working. Like, the fat is being used for fuel on your runs and in your everyday life. You turn into like a fat burning machine, I suppose is what they say. So I'd like to think maybe that's working. I'm going to put a picture on now to show you. I'm not really into this, putting pictures of yourself on and before and after, but I just want to see if you think there's any difference there. I think my stomach looks a little bit different, and hopefully it's starting to reveal a little bit of the muscle there. I'm not, and by no means I'm muscly at all, but it's starting to, I've lost enough weight now to start showing the muscle that you did have that was there. So for me, part number 3 is your body composition will change with it, and it's just natural progression of losing weight and getting fit and eating healthy. Point number 4, your VO2 Max. Now, if you're not sure what that is a measurement for your general fitness, and what it means is how efficient your heart is at pumping blood around your body and delivering oxygen to your muscles, and in turn helps you to go for longer and more efficiently. And your Garmin, if you've got one, or any device you have, really should have the VO2 Max, the reader on there that will do it during your exercise. What I found with mine is, when I looked on my records on my Garmin Connect, and I'll put a picture on again, is that it's gone up and up and up and gradually, and I've got up to like number 53, and it's suddenly I'm in the in like the top 20% or 10% of my age and gender for fitness. So it obviously does work. I mean, when I was before, you'll see the line, is where I was running before, and I was going quite hard, but the line would never change, so I wasn't getting any fitter. That's probably why I was on burning out. I was trying harder, but my body wasn't getting more efficient at sending blood around. But now, it seems to have gone upwards, which did surprise me because I thought it had to be like really intense workouts to get that, but it has gone up during this Maffetone Method, so it definitely works. And if you're wondering if it's a load of rubbish on there, I did read a few papers about whether the Garmin one would be accurate, and I did read some. They're saying that they've tested it against the lab ones, and they're saying it's pretty close, like within 2 or 3 out. So it's a good measurement, even if it's 2 or 3 out, to watch it going up and down to see whether it's working. It's definitely a good thing to try and follow. So it gets you fit. Okay, and lastly, point number 5, and maybe the most important point of it all. This actually makes you happy to run. So going back again to when I was running, trying to run too fast and too far all the time, the same all the time. I wasn't exactly happy to run. I'd be after work, I'd be like, oh blimey, I need to go out tonight because I haven't been out for 3 days, or I need to go out tonight because I haven't been out for 4 days, and I need to do 10 miles because last time I only done 9 miles. And I didn't really want to do it, and I was basically forcing myself to do it so I can be ready for those half marathons. But now I'm willing. I want to go. I'm looking forward to the next day. Like even on the day off that I'm supposed to have, I'm thinking, could I get a little sneaky run in here? And sometimes I'd get a little 5 miler in there. So you're actually wanting to do it. And that's same with the weight training, because I've never held that out for more than a week. I've joined gyms 2 or 3 times. See you later. I've had weightlifting stuff at my house and benches. I ain't doing it. But now I've got the simple things like some resistance bands, and I just do really simple strength training workout, and I want to do that as well. 3 times a week, I'll just do it because you're physically feeling fitter and better. You're physically seeing the difference as well in my eyes, and it makes you feel good to know that the whole process is working on the whole. And I think that you just really want to do it, and in turn, it makes you happier, and you're happy to run, and you're having a happier life. Okay, and that's it from me. I'll let you go now. I'm off to the Peak District tomorrow for a little 3-day holiday, and I should have been going to Gran Canaria, but that pesky coronavirus. But I look forward to going somewhere new, and I'm going to take my phone around and get some footage around a nicer area than where I am. So I look forward to making a video on that in the next 3 or 4 days. So thank you for joining me. Don't forget to hit the like button and the subscribe button, and I'll be speaking with you again soon. Okay, Stevo.